Hello there, welcome back to Answer Classes. I hope you are doing great and having a wonderful learning. Before moving forward, let's quickly recall whatever we have learned in the last class. Do you remember? We came across a few numbers whose value is somewhere between 0 and 1. And what are those numbers called? Those are called fractions. A fraction tells us the part of the whole. And do you also remember? Every fraction is composed of numerator and the denominator. Just curious to know if you also remember what does numerator and denominator tells us? The numerator tells us the number of parts that we have, and the denominator tells us the total number of parts the whole is divided into. For example, let's think about the delicious pizza. Suppose I divide the pizza into 8 equal parts. So the denominator of that fraction will become 8. And let's say I had 3 parts out of it. Therefore, the numerator becomes 3. And suppose you have 1 part out of the 8. So therefore, the fraction becomes 1/8, where 1 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. And we call it 1/8. And 3/8, what is the name for that? We call it 3/8. And likewise, you can also make your own fractions. Now it's time to look at fractions in a different way. That is, wholes from parts. We have to join together small parts to make up a complete whole. Just like how we do in the jigsaw puzzle, we join small parts together to make a complete whole. Likewise, in this session also, we are going to join together small parts to make up a complete whole. For that, I have a question for you to think about. Here, we have made a complete whole by joining small equal parts. So the question is, how many equal parts we have joined together to make a whole over here? If you are thinking of 4, then it's absolutely right. Now tell me, what is the fraction of each part? So there are 4 equal parts and you have to figure out the fraction of each part. Will it be equal or will it not be equal? If it is equal, then what is it? And if it is unequal, then what is it? For that, we have to master the concept of joining equal parts together to make a whole. Whether a whole of a pizza or a whole of a biscuit or a whole of anything it could be. For example, we are joining 2 equal parts of biscuits together, and when we join them together, we got a whole out of it. So what is the fraction of each part over here? We already have learnt about it, right? We have divided this into 2 parts and we have chosen only 1 part of it. And same goes here as well. This is 1 part out of 2. And we call it 1/2. So we are joining 2 parts of 1/2 over here and making a complete whole. Okay. Similarly, how many such equal parts are needed to make a complete whole like this? If we are joining 2 parts like this, we won't get a whole. If we join 3 equal parts like this, then also we won't get a whole. How about 4 equal parts like this? If we join together, we are definitely going to get this complete whole, right? So now tell me the fraction of each part over here. For that, you have to tell me how many equal parts it is divided into. Did you say 4? So 4 is the denominator. Okay, and since I'm talking about just 1 part, so it's 1 out of 4 or 1/4. So the fraction of each part over here is 1/4. And when you join 4 equal parts of 1/4 together, we are going to get 1 whole. Now similarly, let's apply the same in the question that I asked you in the beginning. Since we are joining 4 equal parts over here, so tell me, what is the fraction of each part in this? Let's pick this part. Since we have divided into 4 equal parts, so therefore the denominator is 4. And here I'm choosing only 1 part, so therefore the fraction is 1/4. Likewise, for each part, the fraction is 1/4. Awesome. Now, since you know this topic very well, let's practice a few questions. So tell me, how many such parts are needed to make a complete whole of orange? Yes, 2 equal parts we need. And what is going to be the fraction of each part here? Yes, easy peasy, right? 1/2 is the fraction of each part here. And that gives us 1 whole when joined together. Now moving on to the next question. How about this part of orange? How many such equal parts are needed to make a whole? If we are going to join 2, then we will get still half of it, not a complete whole. That means we have to join together 4 such parts. On joining them together, we are going to get a one complete whole. Okay, so what is the fraction of each part over here? The fraction is 1 part out of 4, that is 1/4. And 1/4 is also known as a quarter. Amazing. Now let's summarize whatever we have learnt in this session. So we have learnt about joining together the equal parts to make up a whole, that is whole from parts. So here we are joining 4 parts of 1/4 portion each and making a whole. And in this one, we are joining together 2 equal parts of 1/2 each and making a whole out of it. Now it's your time to spark your curiosity and think about which one is more, 1/2 or 1/4. Meanwhile, I'm going to see you in the next session with the answer to this question. Till then, take care, bye-bye, see you.